Hey guys, so video went. Oh, okay, we're good. Some something that stood out to me today, and that's why I had to have to make a video, because how much it stood out to me. As you guys know, and some of you are guilty. I've been asking everybody if they want to go to D.C. and stand for Israel, for the Lord in the Bible, stand for Him, stand for His country that He created, His covenant people of Israel, stand for them. Been asking everybody, you know what I mean? Nobody, except for two people, JR and Storm, that's it. Everybody else is like, I'll see you later. I acted like I was a believer in Jesus, but I was faking it. I typed stuff to make me sound like a believer in Jesus, but I was faking it. You know where I'm going with this. I talked all tough like I was a big believer in Jesus, like blood of the Lamb. You've heard that before. Blood of the Lamb. Blood of the Lamb. I talked like I was a follower of Jesus, but I wasn't. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going there to D.C. No, you're not. Just JR and Blue Sky is. Not all these Christians that talk. They talk Christian. They talk Christian in the comments. They talk Christian. They know how to talk Christian jargon. That's what I figured out today. They know how to talk Christian jargon. Just like the Mormons all talk Mormon jargon. It's the same in the Christian world. They all talk Christian jargon, but when it really comes down to backing up and fighting for Jesus, they're nowhere to be seen. They're nowhere to be seen. It's just the three of us at the hot gates. Just three of us. Soon to be three in the future, I don't even know if it's going to happen, but it seems like the Lord still wants it to be a go. So I'm like, all right. I'm like, to make a final confirmation, if this is what you really want, God, if this is what you really want, God, have two soldiers that haven't said yes yet to DC. 2 year soldiers that haven't said yes. Male or female, doesn't matter. Just have two say yes, and then I'll know it's confirmed. It's a go. That's the final confirmation. It's 2 more soldiers to say yes to the mission. So it's not just the three of us. We're like the 300. We're like the 300 at the hot gates without the zeros. We're just 3. We're just 3 Spartans at the hot gates. We're really outnumbered, guys. We're really outnumbered. Or we will be. All the enemies of Israel upon us. All the enemies of Israel upon us. The 3 of us. So, but the Lord has to make it smooth sailing. The funds have to be there for the whole trip. There and back. The entire thing. Plus 2 more soldiers. Otherwise, we'll wait till next year. We'll wait till next year with Bishop leading the way. Instead of us winging it, But yeah. That's not what the video's about. It's about, it's about what the preacher said. It immediately got my attention. It had been God getting my attention. Like, why are no, where's all your followers, God? Where's all your believers? Where's all your soldiers? Where's all your followers that are all commenting on YouTube? Where are they? Where are they? There's only 3 of us going to D.C. to stand for you, God. There's only 3 of us. Where's everybody else? Are they just all talk, I guess? I guess they're all talk. Talk's cheap, Talk's cheap. That's why I'm like, whoever's there on the day of in June, whoever's there, that's what I'll believe. That's what I'll believe. No words, no typing, comment. That's all. I don't read them anyways. If you're not going to serve God at the hot gates, I haven't read your comments for months. I haven't. Robert, you take care of the comments for the fake Christians, the fake Christians that nowhere to be seen, nowhere. Even the place that was preached at the Christian church, there was like 10 Christians there. 10. The place feels like 150 people. There's only 10. Are you kidding me? That alone backed up what the preacher was saying. That alone was backed it up. He's like, all the strongest Christians. He said this. All the strongest Christians that he knew most of his life, they've all fallen. Satan beat them. I'm not kidding. Satan beat them. All the strongest Christians are beaten by Satan as we speak. Yep, it's legit. Yep. Doesn't take much. Doesn't take much. All Satan has to do is, oh, hey, she looks attractive. She looks attractive. What? You know where it goes from there. A preacher sleeping with someone he shouldn't be sleeping with. There he goes. He's fallen. And then here's the next preacher. Oh, look at all the fame and money. Look at all the fame and money, the greed. Satan does that to that preacher. He falls, because he put money first and greed. He falls. He's gone. You know what I'm saying? You get the pattern. You see how Satan can take down anybody. Anybody. He knows the weaknesses of the flesh. He does. So, which is the greatest opponent of all. The natural desires of the human flesh is the greatest opponent. And Satan is the extra opponent on top of the flesh. Added to that, both against you. Your flesh is against you, and Satan is against you, and his entire army. His whole army's against you. Speaking of army, I think he even owns the military. He does. I saw how he manipulated the police the other day. Satan owns the police. I'm not kidding. I saw it with my own eyes. So he's calling the shots. I don't care what anybody says. So, but anyway, it's not about that. It's about the strongest Christians, or the former strongest Christians. I long to the wayside. Who knows? Maybe they're in prison right now. Maybe, for doing things they shouldn't have done. You know what I mean? Like I said before, no one gets away with anything. No one does. I don't care how small the sin is. I don't even care if it's not against the law. You broke the laws of God. Even though it's not a law of this land, you broke the laws of God, morality stuff. But anyways, yeah, God knows I'm discouraged. Like, how many months has it been since I've been asking people if they want to go to D.C. to stand for Jesus that they claim to believe in? Like 2 months. No, I've had two people. Two people. You're telling me that I'm going to be in D.C.? I'm a stronger Christian than all these Christians that attack me? I am? I'm the one that goes? I'm the one that's going to go? Yeah. Big statement. Big statement. If I go and stand for Jesus, and all those strong Christians that try to put me in my place, they're nowhere to be seen for Jesus. They're nowhere to be seen. They're probably watching their favorite ball game. You know what I'm saying? So, God knows who the heavy hitters are for the nitty gritty, the crazy ones to find, as myself, Yeah. Yes, indeed. was going to ask you, JR, if you've watched the video to this point, I was going to ask if the Lord has given you instruction to be the lead soldier, basically, the lead guy throughout the whole thing. You know, put you in charge. Has the Lord done that? Told you or said you be in charge? Because obviously, I may not be the best person to be in charge, all right? Obviously. Yeah. Not much for a leader, but I'm pretty good for a sacrifice play. You know, when everyone doesn't show up, I show up, that type of thing. I'm good for that. I'm good for that when no one else is to be seen and I'm standing alone at the hot gates. I'm good for that kind of thing, you know. All someone has to do is say, if you go there, yeah, you could do a bigger sacrifice play than Jesus could. And that's all it would take. That's all it would take to get me there, you know. To outdo Jesus. Again. I'm just kidding. Speaking of that, I'm shopping for a kid, a 12-year-old. Maybe he'll go to DC. Maybe he'll go to DC. He likes Dragon Ball Z, which is rare. He's the only kid registered at the Salvation Army, you know, for the Angel Tree thing, that chose Dragon Ball Z. That means something. That means something to me. That means something. Yep. I know the power of a 12-year-old that watches Dragon Ball Z and believes that both God and the devil went bad. And that 12-year-old alone is standing for justice against both of them. Think about that. Think about that. I know that position. I was in that position. I thought God went bad. You know what I mean? I already knew Satan was bad. I already knew Satan was bad, but I thought God went bad too. You know what I mean? Which was an even bigger problem. I did. So, yeah, I know the power of that 12-year-old. I do. That likes Dragon Ball Z. There's a reason why he likes Dragon Ball Z. It's no fluke. It's no fluke. The only one out of 300, 400 pages, even more, of individuals, he's the only one that chose Dragon Ball Z. It wasn't even an option. It wasn't even an option. The options for the kids to pick was Minecraft or, you know, something stupid like that, like Minecraft. What the heck is that? You know, just like blocky people, screw that. You know? But he chose something. He would have chose what I chose. That's why it's a big deal. And I'm going to spoil him rotten. I bought him a ton of Dragon Ball Z stuff. I will show you some of the stuff I bought this kid. You know, about that. Bought him a shirt that you guys recognize. It's the same shirt I got, but smaller, way smaller. You know what I mean? Because he's 12. I bought him these for his backpack. It's almost like I'm shopping for my son, but he's like me. You know, and I bought him some of these decals, but there's more to come. There's more to come for this kid. And I'm not the only one buying stuff for him. He has another company in town that is buying for his whole family, including him. But I picked his angel card. They forgot to take his angel card off the tree, which I'm grateful. So this kid is going to get double the presents of everybody else. Oh yeah, I'm going to overload with Dragon Ball Z stuff. I'm not done yet. I got 8 more days to give him more Dragon Ball Z stuff that I found. Yes, indeed, it's going to be a good Christmas for that kid. Yeah, future soldier for Jesus right there. For sure. I almost want to meet this kid. I'm like, you're braver than everybody on my YouTube channel, except for like a few people. You're like braver than all of them, you know. I want to meet this kid, shake his hand. You know what I'm saying? I do. I'm like, you'd probably go to DC, wouldn't you, kid? He'd be like, yep, I would. I would, you know what I mean? Because I'm a warrior. I'm a warrior like in Dragon Ball Z. I'd go right to DC. You know what I mean? You know, Jesus called me to go. You know? He'd go, no problem. Trust me, I know the power of a 12-year-old. Trust me. Yeah. At age 12, I thought I was better than Jesus. I did. Easily. I could take him down in anything. Anything. Strength, wisdom, speed, honor, knowledge. You name the category, I was better than Jesus. You name it. At 12 years old. You can write that down. And I was better than Michael Jordan. I was seeing all this Michael Jordan stuff today. Be like Mike. I'm better than Mike. I was better than Mike a long time ago. Who's next? You know what I mean? What the heck is Mike good at besides putting a ball in a hoop? Other than putting a stupid ball in a hoop that accomplishes nothing. You know what I mean? He ain't good at anything else. Name one thing he's good at besides putting a ball in a hoop. Nothing. Nothing. That's what I thought. That's why I'm better than Michael Jordan in pretty much everything except for putting a ball in a hoop. That's it. But anyways. But yeah. I'm like, God, where did all the Christians go? But it's as I assumed over the years. I'm like, times are really dire, aren't they, God? Times are really dire if you're having me, of all people, your former enemy. I'm a former enemy to God. I am. He's having me help the kingdom, help his kingdom, his former enemy. Like more enemy than Saul was his enemy. He has that kind of individual call to action for God. Right here, right now. I'm not kidding. I'm like, what? Remember those videos? I'm like, why isn't God calling all these Christians or these well-known Christians to do his will? Why hasn't he? Is it really that dire? Apparently it's that dire. Apparently. And I believe it. Christians have fallen way to the wayside. As each day goes by, more Christians go down. Yep. And the battle axe gets picked up again to take their place. So, but anyways, I don't know if you'll watch this video, Beast, but I was thinking about giving you till about mid-March to make a decision if you want to go to DC or not. After that, I won't hassle you anymore.